venue.
We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Nice job slipping that left uppercut. Misses with the straight left. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They block the left there. Beautiful counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move, you hit and you don't get hit.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he scores with the counter. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Nice stop, but that won't score. And he misses with that straight left. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent.
There's the bell for round two. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter brings a barrage of punches. They won't let you breathe. It's like fighting a hornet's nest.
You're fighting the swarmer. Be smart, be sharp. Concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have one.
Missing with the hook. They threw the hook, it didn't land. Ready for that counter punch. Nice counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. They exchange punches. That counter punch caught him clean. That uppercut misses. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete. Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. Nice counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Johnny, I love watching these lighter fighters just based on the hand speed and the foot movement. So impressive to watch. Insane action. Beautiful counter shot. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower, calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Loma in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Back at it in round 4. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Swing and a miss with that left hook. That hook doesn't score. Good counter punching. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. The courage on display here is incredible. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Loma in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
But he's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt.
And there's the bell to start round 5. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork or you're going to be a cooked goose.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Only catching air with that hook. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Well done with that counter shot. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Catch and shoot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout. And there's the bell for round 6. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Through the straight left, but it won't score. That counter shot lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How about that time counter shot? We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Good counter punch. He missed with the jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. The fighter's vision is paramount, and the referee may stop it here.
Are you all right? Are you okay?
This fight will continue. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Well, there was no... Round 7, here we go. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. Looking to land the hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. A swing and a miss with the right hook. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
They know.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Lomachenko in trouble. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They both want a highlight reel knockout. So much for boxing. This is a fight. despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell's...
And they're back at it again here in round 8. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. There's a counter shot. Power is obviously the great... Hold it right there! Is Pacquiao going to go down after that shot? And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Being dazed.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Pacquiao might be in some big trouble here. Is he going to go down? It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They are giving us a high-tempo show. A perfect counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance without...
Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One punch could change the entire... Oh, wait a minute! Pacquiao there got clipped clean. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
A perfect counter lands. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
That's a lot of swelling. The referee taking a good look at it. Is he going to stop it?
You're taking too much. The fight is over.
And the referee will stop it. This fight is over.
Time is of the essence, and it was a matter of time when this happened.
Well, Johnny, how do you rate the performance after this stoppage win?
What's next? A TKO makes it so confusing because you think, what would have happened if the fight had carried on? These guys are going to have to do it all over again.